Afternoon, welcome back to Fox Speed Shop. It's Tim here. We're going to be spending a little bit of time this afternoon working on the red Fiat 500F, which currently has 500R front panel with a badge which is incorrect for the year. So a fellow 500 owner kindly sent me a body cut from his old Lusso front bumper, which has the front panel I should say, which has the correct badge on it for the 1970 year. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to line that all up. I'm going to cut out part of the original front end and I'm going to let in that body panel and then weld it in fully, dress it back, and hopefully the car will end up looking a little bit more correct for the year. So a bit of a shorter episode today, but hopefully you'll find it enjoyable and interesting. Guess we've turfed out most of the filler. Seemed to be there for, well, not really much reason at all. Giving a bit of shape out there so that I can then cut this out and fit in the Lusso badged panel, which we'll have a little go at now. So what we've done is we've straightened this out a little bit. We've taken the support bracket off the back, which means what we can do is align this to the panel in the correct place, tech screw it in as before, and then mark off around the outside where we can trim the two parts at the same time, giving a nice flush face for welding together. Okay, so we've got that tacked in there. Obviously it's quite thin metal, so it's going to take a little while to fully weld around the seams. So we've got to do it slow and leave it to cool down. But generally we've got a nice little Lusso badge in there, which is the correct one for this year, rather than that R front badge that was on there before. Okay, all finished welding now. Does need to be ground back. We knocked any of the warping out of the panel. Surprisingly little considering how thin it is. I'm pretty happy with that. I'll just grind that back and blow that over with a little bit of epoxy primer, keep the rust out. Okay, so we're just giving it a quick blow over in epoxy. You can see obviously there needs to be a little bit of body work done to that. It's going to need a little bit of filler, a bit of shrinking, but overall it looks considerably nicer than it did before. It's going to body work up nice and tidy. Well, thanks for joining us for today. It's been a little bit of a shorter episode. I only had half a day to work on it, but I thought I'd spend, I don't know, about an hour or so getting that front end finished off so that it looks a lot nicer with the correct badge on there and it's just ready for some body work. You may have noticed there needs a bit of work around the headlamp areas, but we'll get onto that soon enough. If you like what we're seeing, you like what we're doing, like this project, you want to follow along, then feel free to like and subscribe and hit me up with any comments. Take care.